My name is Tyler Peters, and I'm doing a video on Achilles tendon injuries. The Achilles tendon connects the soleus and gastrocnemius to the calcaneus bone, so it connects all of the uh, lower body's muscles to the heel. So in everyday life, whether it's just walking, running, playing sports, so cutting or anything, the Achilles tendon will yield a ton of pressure and tension. So that can cause a lot of issues if you injure it. Some risk to tear or rupture your Achilles can be high stress on the muscle, repetitive use without rest. So, like playing in a big tournament throughout the weekend and not resting or not stretching the muscles correctly, that can cause for you to have small tears or even fully rupture your Achilles. Running on uneven surfaces, so like cross country runners or just anybody that's running through a trail, hiking, anything like that, that can cause you to tear your Achilles. Wearing bad footwear, so like wearing Crocs and playing basketball, or not wearing cleats for a sport that needs to wear cleats, that can cause you to tear your Achilles. And also, if you have bone spurs in your heel, that can cause you to put small tears in your Achilles. So, like when you're running or walking, that Achilles tightening, it can like strum on there like a cord, and tear your Achilles. Some symptoms of Achilles tears could be pain in the heel because all your lower leg muscles connect from your Achilles to the heel, so you'll have pain in the heel. Pain while exercising because you're constantly flexing that calf muscle and putting tension through that Achilles, so that'll make you have pain while exercising. Thickening of your tendon, so swelling of the tendon, that body trying to send blood to the tendon to let it heal. That'll cause swelling. Swelling of the calf, again, you've hurt a lower leg, your tendon in your lower leg, so it's going to send a lot of blood flow through your calf, and that's going to cause a lot of swelling. Difficulty plantar flexing the foot, so the Achilles connects to the calf, so that will plantar flex your foot, and you're going to have a really tough time plantar flexing your foot because the tendon that connects all your plantar flexing muscles to the heel is severed or has tear in it, so that'll make it really tough. Or a pop sound followed by pain when exercising or walking. That can mean that you have torn or ruptured your Achilles. Ways to diagnose a Achilles tear or rupture could be tenderness down the leg. So the doctor may just feel up and down your calf or the back of your leg and look for any tenderness. The doctor sometimes can visibly see a gap if you've completely severed your Achilles. They can visibly see a gap where it's been split in two, or the doctor can determine a tear by a means of the Thompson's test, and I have a video on it here. All right. So yeah, so the doctor will just squeeze your Achilles or your calf muscle, and if it automatically flexes, then you don't have a tear. But if it doesn't automatically flex, then there could be a chance that you have a tear or rupture. So there are some non-surgical treatments to um, dealing with an Achilles tear rupture. You can, well, more likely a tear. You can use ice to reduce the swelling and anti-inflammatory drugs. So, like I said earlier, your body will be sending a lot of blood to try and help heal your Achilles or calf, so it'll make you have a lot of swelling and not allow for a lot of range of motion uh, throughout the ankle because you won't be able to flex your foot. So with the use of ice and anti-inflammatory drugs, it'll reduce the swelling, allow for a little bit more range of motion, so that you can do some things. But if it is that severe, you more than likely have to have surgery. So there are a few ways that a doctor can go about that. So you can lengthen the calf muscle. You can surgically remove the bone spur. So, like I said earlier, some causes of a tear could be a bone spur. And if you don't get rid of that bone spur, then there's just going to continually be a tear. And there's really no need to do anything else because you're just going to keep tearing that muscle or that tendon unless you get rid of the spur. So you can surgically remove that, or you can replace the tendon. And I have another video on that. So that is how they repair a full tear, or if it's bad enough, they can use that method also. So for rehab, which you'll have to have after surgery, if you would like to get that range of motion back, the therapist will keep it slow and methodical because it's not going to be a quick, easy process. So you can pretty much assume that you're going to start off with a little bit of calf strengthening exercises like banded, plantar flexion, eversion, inversion. That can just help with your calf stability, which will ultimately help with your Achilles. Because, I mean, the stronger your calf, the less likely you are to have this problem in the future. Um, and then you can focus on a lot of low impact activities that more than likely won't cause you to put a lot of tension through your Achilles. So that can help you heal a little bit quicker. And with the use of orthotics, it can help improve the stability in your foot so that you can so that you'll be less likely to have this in the future. So that's a few ways that you can think about rehabbing your Achilles injury, and they'll also help you work on stretching your calf so that you won't have as much have as bad have very tight calf muscles, which can also help in the future with preventing a another injury. So on to prevention, you can start to warm up before you do any exercise, whether it's running or jogging, walking, anything. I mean, it's not good to go out cold doing something. And you can wear the correct shoes for the activity that you're doing. So like you need to wear basketball shoes playing basketball. You need to wear cleats when cleats are needed. You need to wear some good running shoes that have good orthotics in them, or have a lot of support when running, or just don't do the activities that cause you to have lower leg pain, like running on uneven ground, quickly changing directions. You don't want to put yourself at risk of tearing something when you don't have to do that. So those can be a few ways to prevent that. And here are my references that I used. And thank you guys.